Whoa, hold up, stop scrolling for a second. The name you've been waiting for is back, and it's stronger, smarter, and bolder than ever. Meet the 2026 Mitsubishi Montero, the SUV that's ready to take on legends like the Toyota Land Cruiser and even the Ford Everest. Today on DriveZone Meter, we're doing a full first-look walk-around to see if this comeback is just hype or the real deal. And honestly, quick question. If you had the choice today, would you stick with the Land Cruiser, or are you ready to give the Montero a second chance? Let's dive in. Starting from the rear, because that's where the Montero really shows its new attitude. Check out that wide, planted stance. It's confident, it's purposeful, it's basically screaming, "I belong on rough trails." Those sleek lead tail lights stretch horizontally across the back, giving the SUV a premium, modern vibe that almost feels closer to a Lexus GX or the Land Cruiser 300 than the old-school Montero. The tailgate is clean, not cluttered with gimmicks, and the bumper. Chunky, rugged, ready to tackle dirt, rocks, or a marathon desert trek. That subtle roof spoiler adds just enough sporty flair without losing that tough DNA. Here's a question for you. Would you rather see the classic rear-mounted spare like the old Montero, or do you prefer this cleaner, modern look? Swinging over to the left side, this is where the Montero starts to flex its muscles. The profile is tall and boxy in the best way, definitely SUV, not a soft crossover pretending to be tough. Square wheel arches hug those large alloy wheels, ready for some serious off-road tires. Character lines run from front to back, giving it a sense of motion even when parked. Compared to rivals like the Land Cruiser Prado or Ford Everest, the Montero hits a sweet spot between luxury and adventure. It doesn't look out of place in the city, yet it still promises serious off-road chops. Quick thought. Do you think modern SUVs should keep this boxy, rugged look, or do you prefer the sleeker, more aerodynamic shapes we see these days? Now on to the right side, and Mitsubishi keeps the design language consistent, which is fantastic. No awkward angles, no forced styling, just clean, honest SUV design. The high ground clearance is obvious, and the large glass area means you get excellent visibility, something many modern SUVs sacrifice for style. Roof rails come standard, perfect for cargo boxes, bikes, or even rooftop tents. Compared to the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the Montero feels more upfront about its off-road intentions. This isn't just a weekend grocery getter. It's built for real explorers. Tell me in the comments, if you were planning a long adventure with rough terrain, would you trust this more than a European luxury SUV? Step inside because the interior is where Mitsubishi really shows off. Open the door and wow, the cabin feels bright, spacious, and premium without being overwhelming. That panoramic sunroof floods the cabin with light, making even the third row feel spacious. The dashboard is modern and minimal, centered around a large touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. No cables, no headaches, just hop in and go. The center console is wide and functional, with a solid rotary drive selector that's intuitive to use. There's plenty of storage, wireless charging, and controls that feel natural. Soft touch materials cover the dash and doors, and subtle ambient lighting adds a touch of luxury at night. Seats wrapped in high-quality leather with heating, ventilation, and memory for the driver. The second row is roomy with adjustable recline, perfect for long trips, and the third row, actually usable, not just an emergency seat. Families, this one's for you. So here's a question. How important is third-row comfort when picking an SUV? Let us know below. Now let's pop the hood and talk engine and performance. The Montero is expected to offer a traditional gasoline V6 for those who love proven power, towing capability, and reliability, perfect for trailers, steep trails, or highway cruising. But here's the twist. Mitsubishi is also rumored to bring a plug-in hybrid option, borrowing tech from the Outlander PHEV. Imagine running pure electric in the city, then switching to gasoline or hybrid mode for off-road adventures or long road trips. Toyota hasn't fully embraced hybrid tech in the Land Cruiser yet, so this could give the Montero a unique edge. Question for you, Would you consider a hybrid off-road SUV, or do you stick with traditional gasoline power? Power goes through Mitsubishi's legendary Super Select 4WD system, giving multiple terrain modes for mud, sand, snow, or rocky trails. This isn't just all-wheel drive, it's serious off-road capability. Compared to the Land Cruiser or Nissan Patrol, the Montero promises similar performance with potentially better efficiency. If this system lives up to expectations, Mitsubishi might finally be back in the hardcore off-road conversation. Now let's tackle the elephant in the room: price. Official numbers aren't out yet, but the Montero is expected to be more competitively priced than the Land Cruiser. That could be a massive advantage. If Mitsubishi can deliver similar off-road capability, modern tech, and premium comfort at a lower price, it could sway buyers who love the Land Cruiser but hate the sticker shock. Would you switch brands to save money if performance and reliability were close? Finally, the verdict. The 2026 Mitsubishi Montero doesn't feel like a half-hearted revival. It's bold, modern, and packed with tech and off-road capability. It's practical for families, tough for adventurers, and refined enough for daily life. Can it dethrone the Land Cruiser? That will depend on real-world reliability and long-term durability, but on paper, and from this first look, it's absolutely a worthy rival. Here's the real question. If you parked the Montero and Land Cruiser side by side at the same price, which one would you drive home? Comment below. We read every single one. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe to DriveZone Meter, and follow us for more honest, no-nonsense car reviews. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. If you want, I can also make a slightly punchier, 8-10-minute spoken version with extra fun comparisons and playful viewer questions, perfect for increasing watch time and engagement on YouTube. Do you want me to do that next?